the last several years, Chinese manufacturing has moved on from just cheap knockoffs and direct copies of existing products to truly being world leaders in some segments. Today we're going to take a look at the new VanTop Moment 3 action camera. Going along in the GoPro segment, we're going to unbox it, put it through its paces, do some testing, and see what category this falls in. First of all, we've got a very nice carrying case. It's not hard shell, but it's not soft. It's just reinforced. Got a nice little handle on it here. And quite a bit of things inside. This is not just a standard action camera pack. Looks like we've got a bunch of accessories. Let's go through it all here. We've got our standard 90-degree flip mount. Here's a battery. We have a J-hook for helmet mounting. We've got a handlebar clamp. We have a tripod adapter, a standard short mount. We have a tall 90-degree adapter, and we have two flat self-adhesive bases. These are some elastic and Velcro straps. Got some zip ties, a cable, and some microfiber cloths and self-adhesive tape. Charging cable, warranty and user manual, Velcro tensioning strap. We've got a remote control, and this would be used with this strap to go on your wrist. Haven't seen that in too many cameras. And this is really rare. We've got a micro USB card. It's a 32 gig. I'll be testing this out, and of course, if it gives any problems, I'll move on to one of my known good cards. This is branded a Kingston. And then we have the camera itself, standard GoPro fare. This is through the GoPro 4 series in its appearance. Let's take the protective film off here. Okay, so here's how this works. I thought it was spring-loaded and I was trying to lift it up at the same time, but no, it's just a regular plastic sliding tab. Not a fan of it though. It is pretty flimsy, it's creaky, and you need your fingernail to get in there. And it's kind of tough to actually move it over to the open position. It doesn't click or anything, so you don't really know when it's open, but once it's free, it does flip up. It's got a good tension, not quite as stiff as a normal GoPro, so not quite as secure, although it's got enough lever action, and it does seem to flip back to the lock position when you close it. It does have enough lever position, and maybe that's why they added this, to just stay shut. The GoPro is much more secure on its own and doesn't need this kind of flip thing. So take that for what it's worth, but let's take a look inside the housing. And we have the camera itself. Very lightweight, on par with some of the other copies, not as heavy as a standard GoPro. We have a screen on the back. Buttons are nice and tight. I've tested a few of these where the buttons themselves are loose and make a audible noise in camera. Makes it useless, but I don't have this problem here. All right, I've got a tripod mount on the bottom. That's interesting. I actually like to see that. It doesn't require you to use a separate tripod housing. Very cool there. Looks like standard, ooh, we get two batteries. I like that. I like seeing two. It's got that familiar ding, 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 ding. I've heard that in quite a few copy cameras. So it does say it does 4K, at least in 30 FPS. I'll be going through the manual for all the specs. Okay, it's working. It's got a good complement of accessories. I'm gonna go ahead and charge up one of the batteries, and we'll put it through its paces. So here's a test of the camera with the camera in the case, direct audio. This doesn't have an external mic option. And of course, I'm talking from inside the helmet. Here's a sunny day outside. You can see how it handles the brightness of the sky, lots of clouds and details. Going into the darker garage. Now we'll go ahead and take it out on the road and see what it does for fast action. Now let's check out nighttime footage. So here's the quality in my very well lit garage, and the audio is direct to the camera. The camera is out of the case. Quick interjection, in editing this video series, I discovered an audio sync problem. I couldn't tell looking at the footage on the road, but obviously there's a problem with the files out of the camera with the video to audio sync. I am having to transcode them before editing using Handbrake. Nothing I've tried in my editors, even Adobe Premiere CC, will work with the files straight out of the camera. So that's an extra step that you have to do in this recording. First thing you should know is none of what you've seen has been filtered or edited in any way other than cutting and trimming. I don't apply any kind of adjustments to my videos, so everything is straight out of cam from the various sources. So I've had a chance to look at the footage both in the daytime and nighttime, and I've played with the camera and all its settings, and here are my thoughts on it. First of all, it seems to be a combination of going for the older GoPro features and specs, but with a refresh of the later gen refinements. There's no deal breaker that I can see with the camera. The hardware is actually pretty darn good. Excellent looking lens, says it's a Sony sensor, I believe it. You can see that the daytime footage looks absolutely beautiful. You know what, the nighttime is not bad at all. I don't see a big crush. I do notice that it's applying quite a bit of contrast, and unfortunately there are no advanced controls or settings at all in the camera. There's no image stabilization, there's no spot check, there's no adjustment other than pick your resolution and frame rate. It does slow motion in 720p up to 120, does 1080p in 30 or 60, or it'll do 4K in 30, and that's it. It has a driving mode and loop recording, so you can kind of use it as a dash cam, and that might actually be a pretty darn good use for it. There are no advanced hardware features, there's no external microphone, it's not waterproof out of the case, but what it does have, it does very well. The buttons are great, the menu and the processor in it is very fast. It's actually better than the old GoPros. You press the button, it responds immediately. The screen on the back is high res, very clear, extremely easy to use and see. No problems whatsoever with actually using it. The only minor gripes I have hardware-wise are with the case, not the camera. One is that little sliding tab, which I didn't end up using. If they would just design it a little differently to have a firmer snap like the original GoPros and other cameras, you wouldn't need any kind of latch like that. But the other thing is, and this is really only to people like me that ride and use this on a motorcycle and wear gloves, the button push on the case is quite long, and I found it a little difficult to use gloves and make good contact with the buttons. The other thing is, there's no indicator light on the top or front of the camera. There's only a blue blinking light on the back, so you can't use your motorcycle mirrors, for example, to check and make sure that you're recording. There's just nothing you can do about that. But other than that, I mean, it's a great package. There's no real point in mentioning the price. Unfortunately, Amazon changes prices with the wind, and unfortunately, after I do a review like this, and if it's a good product that people actually buy, the prices will very quickly change. So my advice is, if you are looking for a package like this, buy it right away before they jack up the price. And it is a darn good package, not just for the money, but just straight up. It's a great solid camera for what it does. Again, basic features, but great quality. Excellent set of accessories. Comes with the SD card, comes with 2 batteries. That's a fantastic deal in my book for a basic action cam or driving cam or whatever you want to use it for cam. Now, if you're looking for something like this or a gift, this is really the only one that I've tested recently that I would recommend buying. The other ones all have one major deal breaker. Like I said, this doesn't. So there you go. This has been the VanTop Moment 3 Action Cam. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you don't, give me a thumbs down. If you really love it, subscribe to see more. We'll see you next time.